The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 9th Chapter, Text number 9, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on February 16th, 1976, in Mayapur, India.
Translation. The Lord Maharaj continued to offer his prayers as follows. I consider that a person who is possessed of all riches, born in an aristocratic family, by bodily luster and by beauty, by austerity, by education, by expert activities, by effulgence, by influence, by bodily strength, historical activities, intelligence,
The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 9th Chapter, Text number 9, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on February 16th, 1976, in Mayapur, India.
Translation. The Lord Maharaj continued to offer his prayers as follows. I consider that a person who is possessed of all riches, born in an aristocratic family, by bodily luster and by beauty, by austerity, by education, by expert activities, by effulgence, by influence, by bodily strength, historical activities, intelligence, and mystic yoga power, by all these qualifications, nobody can worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but simply by devotional service, as it was done by Gajendra. Thus the Lord was satisfied upon him.
Manne dhanadhijana rupa tapassutoja teja prabhava balo paurusha buddhi yoga naradhanaya bhavanti parasya punso bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajaduta paya. So, Bhagavad Bhakti is not dependent on any material possession. Material possession, the description is fully given here. If one is very rich, dhana, he cannot think that I can become a devotee of the Lord. Because Hiranyakashipu possessed the riches of the whole universe, but he could not become a devotee. So, this is misconception that because I am very rich, I am very beautiful, I am very intelligent, I am a great scholar, I am a very prestigious person, and so on, so on. There are so many things. But Prahlad Maharaj says, no, nothing of these items can help you to be promoted to the transcendental platform of devotional service. Nothing. Only bhakti. And Krishna also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktyamam abhijanati. He never said that by karma, by jnana, by yoga, nothing. There are four things for elevation. Karma, jnana, yoga, and lastly bhakti. Bhakti is the ultimate goal. Karma, you cannot become perfect if it is not mixed up with bhakti. That is called karma yoga. Jnana itself is useless unless it is added with bhakti. That is called jnana yoga. Similarly, hatha yoga, every yoga, everything is yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, hatha yoga. But yoga means connection, link up with the Supreme. Then it is karma yoga, dhyana yoga, jnana yoga. And when this yoga becomes completely pure, then without karma, without jnana, without mystic power, that is called pure yoga. So that pure yoga means love of God. Krishna is my Lord, I am Krishna's servant. This much understanding, I am eternal servant of Krishna, so my life is for Krishna, therefore all my activities should be simply directed for the benefit of Krishna. This is called pure yoga. And therefore Krishna says that yoginam api sarvesam madvata antaratmana sadhyavan bhajati yomam samijuktatamo. There are many types of yogis, but the yogi who is always thinking of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Yes. So they are first class yogis. Even they are just like Prabhupada Maharaj. He was first class yogi because he was always thinking of Krishna, Narayana. And he was not afraid of his father's punishment, chastisement. Prabhupada Maharaj analyzes that these things cannot help you. If you think that I am a very rich man, I can purchase God. Generally they think so, that by riches one can purchase God. Then dhanai abhijana. Abhijana means aristocratic family. Big connection with big men. That is called abhijana. Just like Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami was minister. So, he was connected with very big families. Kaptaturnam asesa mandalapati sani. This Rupa Goswami gave up this aristocratic position. Because he was minister, his connection with big zamindars, big businessmen, big nawab, he could not mix with ordinary men. But he gave up everything. There is the same example as Prahlad Maharaj said. Abhijana. These are useless. Rupa Goswami gave example. Tattva tu namasi samandalapati sanin sada tuchava. Tuchava, there is no value. Insignificant. Give up. The same line. This is called disciplic succession. Many millions of years, the Prahlad Maharaj said that Abhijana, by these things he cannot achieve the platform of devotional service. And many millions of years after, so Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami also showed the same example. Tatyatu namasi samandalapati sani sada tucha. This is called parampara system. Not that millions of years ago Prahlad Maharaj what he did, that is now gone. Now something new should be introduced. No. It cannot be changed, even millions of years after. This is called parampara system. Krishna said, millions of years ago, I spoke this Bhagavad Gita yoga process to some God. Manga vivasati yogam praptavan aham. The same aham, Krishna, he spoke millions and trillions of years ago to some God. So, nothing new. Krishna consciousness is not a new manufactured method. No. It is the oldest. So, Prahlad Maharaj also said something. Rupa. Rupa means personal beauty. I am very beautiful, that Krishna will be attracted. Krishna has many thousands of beautiful wives and friends. In Vrindavan, he had many beautiful girlfriends, the gopis. And in Dwarka, he had many beautiful queens, 16,108. Count. Lakshmi, they are all goddess of fortune. That is Krishna. Lakshmi sahasra sata sambrama sevamanam govindamadi purusam tamaham. Krishna is not after beauty, but beauty is after him. That is Krishna. Not Krishna is after beauty. The materialistic person, they think that Krishna was so much fond of beautiful women. No, that's not the fact. The beautiful women were after Krishna. That is Krishna. Krishna is so beautiful. Kandarpa koti kamaniya visesa sobham. Kandarpa means Cupid. We have heard the name of Cupid, very beautiful, attractive. But he is Kandarpa koti kamaniya visesa sobham govindamadi sam tamam. Krishna does not want any beauty for his satisfaction. He is self-satisfied. But devotees, beautiful devotees, rich devotees, aristocratic devotees, perfect devotees, they are up. That is, he is self-satisfied. He doesn't require anything. This, just like when these foolish people read Srimad Bhagavatam, and it is said that Krishna had 16,000 wives, queens. So they think that an ordinary man, one who keeps more than one wife, he is considered to be very lusty. No, that is not the fact. Krishna, these 16,000 wives, how they became wives? You know the story, that many beautiful, 16,000 beautiful, the king's daughters were kidnapped by the Asura. What is the name of that Asura? Asura, no? Yeah. So they prayed to Krishna that we are suffering, kidnapped by this rascal, please save us. So Krishna came to rescue them, and the Bhaumasura was killed, and all the girls were made free. But after freedom, they were still standing there. So Krishna asked them, now you can go home to your father. They said that we were kidnapped and we cannot be married. In India still that rule is there. If one, a girl, young girl, goes out of home for 1 day or 2 days, nobody will marry him. Nobody will marry him. He is considered to be spoiled. This is still the Indian system. So they were kidnapped for so many days or so many years. So they appealed to Krishna that will not be accepted either by our father, neither anybody will agree to marry. Then Krishna understood that their position is very precarious. Although they are released, they cannot go anywhere. Then Krishna, he is so kind, Bhaktivedanta, he inquired, what do you want? That they said that you accept me, otherwise we have no other means to stay. Krishna immediately, yes, come on. This is Krishna. And not that he, 16,000 wives, was concentrated in one camp. He immediately constructed 16,000 palaces. Because he has accepted as wife, he must be maintained as his wife, as his queen. Not that because they had no other means, they have come to my shelter, I can keep them anyway. No. Most respectfully, as queen, as Krishna's queen. And again, he thought that the 16,000 wives, so if I remain alone, one figure, then my wife cannot meet me. Everyone has to wait for 16,000 days to see the husband. No. He expanded himself into 16,000 Krishnas. This is Krishna. These rascals, they accuse Krishna as woman hunter. It is not like you. You cannot maintain even one wife. But he maintained 16,000 wives in 16,000 palaces and in 16,000 expansion of hall. Everyone was pleased. This is Krishna. We have to understand what is Krishna. Don't try to imitate Krishna. First of all, try to understand Krishna. So, then again, tapa. Jagadgara tapakriya natajam kadamevata. In the human society, this is very essential, that one must perform yajna. That is stated in the Bible. Dana. That's only brahmachari. He must perform yajna. Then grihastha, he must give in charity. Who will give charity? Now they cannot maintain even family. Where is the question of charity? The grihastha must give in charity. Jagat dana and tapa. And those who are vanaprastha and sannyasi, they should practice tapasya, austerities. Jagat dana tapa kriya natajam kajameva tat. Because you have taken sannyas, you cannot give up these things. Jagadgana tapa. It must continue. You cannot say, we have given up everything, we have given up these things also. No. Krishna therefore says, Jagadgana tapa kriya pavanani manishina. Even if you think that you have become very great, saintly person, still you cannot give up this, Jagadgana tapa kriya. So, tapa. And Sutta. Sutta means education. Education means Vedic education. Not this electrical education. No, that is not education. Nowadays, they have taken education, technology as education. That is not education. If I become an expert electrician, that is not education. Education, Pandita, the Chanakya Pandit in the lower stage of life, ordinary life, he said, who is educated, Pandita, he said, Matrivat paradareshu, paradabeshu, lostava, atvat sarvabhuteshu, japasati sapandi. This is education. Where is that education? Matrivat paradareshu. All women, mother. Where is that education? There is no education. Therefore, in this age, practically everyone is a mudha, not educated. He does not know how to look upon woman. Woman should be looked as mother. Still, in India, unknown woman should be addressed mother. They have introduced now in the northern India, Bahinji. No, this was not there to be. Mataji. This is Indian culture, not Bahinji. This has been introduced now. No. Matra sasra jahitrava. Woman connection with man is as mother, as sister, or as daughter. No other relation. This is Indian culture. Matrivat paradarishu paradabbesu lostava atvat sarvabhutesu japashanti sapandi. This is culture. This is also and teja, ojasa. Ojasa means strength. Just like Kshatriya, they are teja. Kshatriya cannot tolerate that a man is being tortured before him. No, he will take immediately. Why man? Even animal. Even animal. Just like Parikshit Maharaj, he saw that one cow was being attempted to be killed. Immediately took his sword. And at the modern civilization, even in a city like New York, if a man is killed before one man, nobody will take care. Nobody will take care. Is it not? Let him be killed. I am going in my own way. So, this is not civilization. There is no Brahmana, there is no Kshatriya, there is no Vaishya. Simply all Sudras. Kalu Sudra Sambhava. So you cannot be happy under the government of the Sudras. That is not possible. Must be Teja. Government must be very, very powerful. Even say, not more than 100 years ago, the Kashmir king was so powerful that there was no stealing in the state, on the whole state. There was no stealing. There was no thief. That is government. At night I have to become concerned. The thief may come, a burglar may come. So that is not enough. One should lie down very freely. The government is there. That is called Teja. Kshatriya. Teja, then Prabha, influence, Bolo, bodily strength. Purusha. Purusha means one who has achieved many wonderful things. That's called Purusha. So nowadays there are many persons who are very, they have done so-called achievement, just like this atom bomb. It is also atom bomb. But what for this purpose? The purpose is to kill. That is not Prabhava. Prabhava means to good to others, influence. Prabhava, Purusha, and Buddhi, intelligence. So Buddhi means know how to cheat you. That is not Buddhi. Buddhi means to know what is your problem of life and endeavor for solving this problem. This is called Buddhi. Therefore, Bhakti Yoga is known as Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga. In the Bhagavad Gita I will find this word, Buddhi Yoga. What is that Buddhi Yoga? Buddhi Yoga means, Jena mam upajantite, dadami Buddhi Yogam tam. That is Buddhi. Intelligence means to know how to go back to home, back to God. That is intelligence. Not that intelligence, how to cheat you, how to get some money, who can prove. That is not intelligence. That intelligence I see, I was, Harisari, I was explaining it. That is even ant, a small ant. As soon as there is a drop of sugar juice, immediately, within a second, hundreds of ants will come. Here is a drop of sugar. This is nature state. This kind of Buddhi Yoga, or Buddhi, intelligence, how to eat, how to sleep, how to have sex, and how to defend. Even in the ant there, this Buddhi Yoga is there. That is not Buddhi Yoga. To endeavor too much for the ahara nidra bhayamanshanancha, that is not considered Buddhi. That Buddhi, intelligence is there even in the ant, a small ant. The real Buddhi Yoga is how to be engaged in devotional service of the Lord. That is Buddhi Yoga. How to become first-class devotee of Krishna. That is called Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yogam dadanitam. Jinovam upajanti. That is Buddhi Yoga. How to go back to home, back to God. That is Buddhi. So this ordinary Buddhi will not. Buddhi, everyone has got intelligence. Even the ant has got intelligence. We study sometimes. The sparrow, he has got intelligence. But the perfect intelligence is there when one is in Bhakti Yoga, in searching after Athata Brahma Jigyasa. When one is searching after the absolute truth. That is Buddhi Yoga. Buddhi Yoga, here is how to yoga. No aradhana. This ordinary material buddhi, material wealth, material beauty, these things are not competent to worship the Supreme Personality of God. No aradhanaya, no aradhanaya bhavanti. These are useless. So, don't be disappointed that because I am poor, I cannot become devotee. Everyone can become devotee. Abala viddha vanita. Even the children, just see how the children, they are dancing, they are chanting, they are offering obeisances. That is Bhakti Yoga. Savi mungsang paro dharmo dato bhakti radhukhaji ahituki apratihata jino atma samprasidati. So, Gajajutapaya, here it is, even the elephant, he also became a great devotee. Even a monkey, Hanumanji, he became a great devotee. He is not even human. So therefore, bhakti is apratihata. It cannot be checked in any condition. In any condition you will become bhakti. Simply if you learn from the authority how to do it. That greatest authority is Krishna. He says, I will give you intelligence. Buddhi yogam dadani. I will give you. How? Tisam sataduyuktanam bhajatam priri gurpur. If one is working under the direction of the spiritual master with love and faith, then Krishna from within as Chaitya Guru, the Guru within the heart, he will help you. And he will send you, bona fide Guru, to help you externally. So both ways you will be helped and you will become Prahlad Maharaj. Thank you very much.
The following is a class on the Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, 9th Chapter, Text number 9, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on March 1st, 1977, in Mayapur, India.
Manne dhanavi janarupa tapasutauja teja prabhava balapurusha buddhi yoga naradhanaya bhavanti parasya punsho bhaktya chutosha bhagavana gajadutapaya. Nobody can captivate Krishna by all these material possessions. these are material possessions, money, then manpower, beauty, education, austerity, mystic power, and so on and so on. There are so many things. They are not capable of approaching the Supreme Personality of God. Krishna personally says, Bhaktivedanta Abhijanati. He doesn't say all these material possessions, that if one is very rich man, he can have my favor. No. Krishna is not a poor man like me, that if somebody gives me some money, I become benefited. He is self-sufficient, Atmaram. So there is no need of any help from anyone else. He is fully satisfied, Atmaram. Only bhakti, love, that is required. Bhakti means to serve Krishna, that is without any purpose. Ahoito ki apratihata, that bhakti. Anarayad, annavilasita sunnam, jnanakarma dhanamritam. Everywhere, this is the statement of the Shastra, that bhakti should be anarayad. Navilasita sunnam, jnanakarma dhanamritam, anukullena krishnanushilanam, bhakti uttam. Sarvapadi vininmuttam, tatparatena nirmalam, rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti uchyate. There are so many other definitions. And if we have bhakti, love for Krishna, then we don't require huge amount of money or strength or education or austerity, nothing of this. Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yomi bhaktya pradachyati. He doesn't require anything from us, but he wants everyone that because he is part and parcel of Krishna, he wants to see that everyone is obedient to him, everyone loves him. That is his aspiration. Just like the father is a very rich man, he doesn't require any help from his son, but he aspires that his son should be obedient and love her. That is his satisfaction. That is the whole situation. Krishna has created Ekam Bahushyama. We are Vivinnangsha, Mamaivangsha Jiva, part and parcel of Krishna, every one of us. So everyone has got some duty. Krishna has created us expecting something to be done by us for satisfaction of Krishna. That is bhakti. So that our opportunity is obtained in this human form of life. We should not waste our valuable time in any other occupation or business, simply inquire and be ready how to serve Krishna. Anukullena Krishna. Anukul. Not your satisfaction, but Krishna's satisfaction. That is called anukul, favorable. Anukullena Krishnanusilanam. And anusilanam means activity. Not that in trance I am in meditation. That is also something, is better than nothing. But real devotional service is activity. One must be active. And the best activity is to preach the glory of the Supreme Personality of God. That is the best activity. Nacha tasmat manusyeshu kastit me priyasittam. So our this movement is based on practical activity. Whatever talent you have got, whatever little strength you have got, education you have got, you haven't got to learn anything. Whatever you have got, in whatever position you are, you can serve Krishna. Not that you have to learn something first and then you can serve. No, the service itself is learning. The more you try to render service, the more you become advanced, how to become experienced servant. We don't require any extra intelligence. Otherwise, the example is Gajajuthapayo. The elephant, the king of the elephant, he is satisfied. He is an animal. He is not a Brahmin, he is not a Vedantist. Maybe very big, fatty animal, but after all, he is an animal. Hanuman was animal. There are many such things. Jatayu was a bird. So, how they satisfied? The Jatayu fought with Ravan. Yesterday you saw Ravan was kidnapping Sita Devi, and Jatayu, the bird, he was going, flying. Ravan knew how to fly without machine. He was very, very materially powerful. So the Jatayu attacked him on the sky. Who are you? You're taking I shall fight. So Ravan was very powerful, he was defeated, Jatayu, but he fought. That is his service. Never mind, defeated. Similarly, we have to fight those who are opposing Krishna consciousness movement. We have to fight with them to our best capacity. Never mind, if you are defeated, that is also service. Krishna sees the service. Defeated, victorious, depend on Krishna. But fighting must be there. Karmanne badhikarasya mahaphaleshu kadas. That is the meaning. You have to work for Krishna sincerely, intelligently, and victory or defeat, it doesn't matter. Just like Jatayu was defeated fighting with Ravana. His wings were cut off. Ravana was very strong. Lord Ramchandra, he did his last funeral ceremonies because he was a devotee. This is the process. Not that we have to learn something extra. Whatever capacity we have got, let us decide to render service to the Lord. It doesn't require that you must be very rich or very beautiful, very bodily strong. Nothing on this earth. Savai pungsang paro dharma jato bhakti radhokhaje ohi apratihata. In any condition, your devotional service should not be stopped. That should be the principle. We are not going to stop any circumstance. And Krishna is prepared even to accept a little flower, little water, patram pushpam phalam toyam. He doesn't say, give me very luxurious and palatable dishes, then he will be satisfied. No. The real necessity is bhakti. Patram pushpam phalam toyam jomi bhaktya pradachati. This is realness, bhaktya. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Javana just. Therefore, we have to develop our bhakti, love for Krishna. Prema pumartha maha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has advised. People are after dharmartha kam moksha. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, no, even if you become liberated moksha, that is not the qualification to get favor of Krishna. Prema pumartha maha. Pancham purushat. People are trying to be very religious. That is good. Then economic, dharma, artha. Artha means economically very rich, opulent. Then kama, very expert in sense enjoyment. And then mukti, this is general demand. But Bhagavad says, no, these things are not qualifications. Dharma krujita kaita vatra. Siddhartha Swami has said that mukti is also another cheating. Why mukti? Krishna does not demand that unless you are mukta, liberated, you cannot serve. No, you can serve in any condition. Avaitariya pratihata. Not that because first of all we have to become liberated. Because as soon as you begin bhakti, you are already liberated. The platform is so great that a bhakta, without any other ultra motive, is already liberated. Brahma bhuyaya sakalpati. Manchabhya vicharini bhakti yogena jasevate sagunan samatittayetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Immediately. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vaja. Aham tva sarva papibhya mokkhaisya. If Krishna takes charge of vanquishing all your reaction of sinful life, then that means immediately you are mukta, you are liberated. Liberation means we are entangled in this material world because we are creating one after another entanglement. Nunang pravatta kurute vikarma, because we are in such a position that we have to act obviously, not properly. Even if you do not deserve, even if you are very careful not to kill even an ant, still imperceptibly, you, while walking, you kill so many ants. And don't think that you are not sinful for that purpose. You become sinful, especially those who are non-devotees. They must be responsible for killing so many small creatures while walking, or while there is water pot, you have seen so many small animals are there. Even by moving the water pot, you kill so many living entities. While igniting fire in the oven, there are so many living entities. You kill them. So consciously and unconsciously, we are in such a position in this material world that we have to commit sinful activities, even if we are very, very careful. You have seen the Jains, they are after non-violence. You will find they keep a cloth like this so that the small insects may not enter the mouth. But these are artificial. You cannot check. In the air there are so many living entities. In the water there are so many living entities. You drink water. You cannot check it. It is not possible. But if you keep yourself fixed up in devotional service, then you are not bound. Jagyate karmannatru dukayam karma bandhan. If your life is dedicated for Jagga, for serving Krishna, then the inevitable sinful activities which we commit without any knowledge, we are not responsible. Mannimitte kitang papam punnayava kalgate. So our life should be dedicated simply for Krishna consciousness, then we are safe. Otherwise, we must be entangled with so many reaction of our activities and bound up in the repetition of birth and death. Mang aprapya nivartanti mittu samsara vatma. Nunang pramatta kuruse vikarma jadindriya pritaye aprinoti na sadhu manne jato atmanoyam asannapi klesa deyasadeya. The safest position is, let us always be engaged in Krishna consciousness, then we make spiritually advanced and safe from the reaction of sinful life. So Prahlad Maharaj thought it that although he was born in a family, Asura family, Ugra Jata, still if he decides to serve Krishna, Lord Nrsimhadev, with bhakti, following the footprints of Gajajutapaya, the king of elephants, he was animal. You know the story that he was attacked by a crocodile in the water. So there was struggle for existence between the two, and after all the crocodile is the animal in the water. He had great strength, and the elephant, although he is also very big, powerful animal, but he was not an animal of the water. So he was very helpless. So at last he began to chant the holy name of the Lord and prayed. So he was saved. He was saved, and because the crocodile caught up the leg of the elephant, he was also saved, because he was Vaishnava. And this animal, crocodile, he was under the feet of a Vaishnava, so he was also saved. This is the story you know. So therefore, Thariya Vaishnava Seva, he indirectly gave service to the Vaishnava, and he also became delivered. So bhakti is so nice thing that very easily you can get favor of the Supreme Person. And if Krishna is pleased upon you, then what remains? Everything you get. Everything you get. Jasmin vijnate sarva vedam vijnata bhavan. Easiest way to please Krishna, you don't require much money, much education, nothing of this sort. Simply, you require your heart. Krishna, you are my Lord, you are my master. Eternally, I am your servant. Eternally, let me be engaged in your service. That is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This is the meaning of Hare Krishna mantra. O Krishna, O energy of Krishna, I am your servant. Somehow or other, I have now fallen in this material condition. Kindly pick me up and engage me in service. Oi nanda tanuja patitam kinkaranga maam bhisame bhabam budho. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching us. Bhabam budho. This material world is just like a great ocean. Bhava. Bhava means repetition of birth and death. And ambu means ambudho, means the sea, in the ocean. So, we are struggling hard for existence in this ocean. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Oi nanda tanuja, patitam kinkarangama. I am your servant, eternal. Somehow or other, I have fallen in this ocean and struggling. Pick me up. Oi nanda tanuja patitam kinkarangama bhisame bhabam budho. Kripaya, by your causeless mercy, Oi nanda tanuja patitam kinkarangama bhisame bhabam budho. Kripaya Prabhupada pankajastita dhuri sadisang vichin. This is Bhakti Marga, devotional service, to become very humble, meek, always pray to Krishna, kindly consider me as one of the particles of the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord Sea. This very simple thing, Manmana, in this way, think of Krishna, become his devotee, offer obeisances, and whatever patram, puspam, little flower, water you can provide, offer to Krishna. In this way, lead very peacefully and be happy. Thank you very much.